Nice.
Cool. In today's video, we're going to be testing different icing methods on our gingerbread houses. Guys, we just had a new merch launch. We are so excited. These shirts are awesome, and so are the pop socket stickers and everything else on the website that you can check out. Be on the lookout for giveaways that are gonna be happening on the channel. You're not gonna wanna miss it.
Available now wherever TKOR shirts are sold, which is in one place. Please click the link in the description.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I see you're a fan of the gingerbread houses.
I am. Today we're making a gingerbread village.
We're going to be comparing a few different things that can be used to stick our gingerbread panels together. There's like 4 miniature houses here, so we're going to try out 4 different things to make our house glue out of. 2 of them are going to be edible. 2 of them are not going to be so edible.
Here's the basic idea. We have different adhesives to see what's going to make our gingerbread houses stick best together. Will they stay together? Will they fall apart? Or is it gonna stick like glue?
All right, so do you want to start trying some of our non-edible ones while I prepare the edible adhesives? Perfect.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so Nate's gonna head to the kitchen and make our edible adhesives because we all know how well I fare in the kitchen. It's not very well. And so I'm gonna go ahead and start constructing our houses out of this wonderful wood glue and of course our handy dandy Flex Seal and glue that we have, that we use in almost every single project. And then just for giggles, I really wanna see if this Elmer's glue, can it try its hardest to glue these things together? I don't think it will, but you never know. Is wood glue supposed to be this runny?
Sometimes.
Oh no. Well, the good news is they're standing up. I don't know what's happening anymore. You know, I thought I'd have more success not in the kitchen and out here, but now I'm thinking maybe the workbench is a worse place for me. Oh, it's stuck. Look at that. Wow. It's a little messy, but you know, it did the thing it was supposed to do. This house just got a blizzard, that's all.
Okay, we are working on our 2 edible recipes. The first is just a nice icing, and it's gonna be made with 3 egg whites, a ½ teaspoon of cream of tartar, beat that together, and then add in 4 3/4 cups powdered sugar. You beat that a lot, and it gets to a point where it gets very stiff, and when it dries hard. This is basically the same recipe used for making candy dots. That's about how hard it cures. Over here on the stove, we have our other recipe, which is going to be a caramel. It's just white sugar and water. We've mixed those together and we'll now let it cook slowly until it gets up to 160 degrees Celsius, which is actually just past the hard crack stage.
So while Nate was mixing up his egg whites, I was messing around with the glue stick. We both kind of got this out just for fun to be like, ha ha ha. But it actually is working really well when I put it on here and then add the little house to it. It does pretty well. I mean, so well that like I can pick it up and like move it and like hold it upside down. This would have never happened with the wood glue. Oh, this will for sure work. This one actually looks like icing. I'm totally here for this one. What I actually like about this one is all the other ones that like this one saturated the graham cracker. The Flex glue has not saturated the graham cracker like at all, which is really, really cool. I really do like the consistency of this Flex glue. So this is our Flex Seal / Elmer's glue house, and we'll see how well this one sets up also. So Nate suggested we try to dip the sides in and see if that works well. I think it's a good idea.
We have let all of our adhesives cure over the weekend, and now we're going to see how they've done.
So the icing that you made, it set up very, very well.
Holds the house together, but it let go of the base pretty easily.
Yeah.
That's odd. Here we have Flex glue. If you didn't know, you'd probably just assume this was
Frosting.
royal icing. And yeah, glue stick along some of the
It did pretty well.
spots, which has turned to a clearish purple. And it is doing less. You can see it's let go on the glue stick part and still holding on the flex glue part. Now this one was,
so
a
messy.
pain in the butt to assemble because this is a fairly thin wood glue, and so you had to use clamps to hold it together. But now it seems very sturdy.
It's not coming off. Oh, so we broke
We have permanently bonded it to the cardboard.
It's really nice. I dig it. It was not easy to use and to put on from putting it together.
Yeah, a lot of sliding.
Super messy.
We had clamps holding it on. I'm amazed that the roof didn't just slide right off because that wasn't clamped on.
No, it wasn't, but
solid. Solid.
That's a brick house.
At this point. All right, and then we have our caramel.
That thing's not coming apart ever.
The caramel, if anything, it bonded too quickly because it was as it was cooling down, and so you had to make sure it stayed warm enough. But also, if it was too warm, then it got really syrupy and it was harder to apply. But we were able to dip things into it or spread it on with a knife, and that was nice to be able to do both. Seems pretty sturdy.
I feel like that is the edible version of the wood glue. Yep.
Broken cookie, but the caramel is holding together very well.
Yeah, it's literally the edible wood glue.
All right, so what do you think we should use as we try to scale up our gingerbread house?
I'm really thinking that this caramel is going to be like the way to go since we're trying to make it big and we want it to be super sticky.
Cures basically instantly. Like as soon as it cools down, the caramel is just like, all right, it's stuck
so we
together.
can like keep building instantly. We don't have to wait for it to set up. And then I think we just decorate with the icing that she made.
Okay.
I think it's the easiest way to go, and it's classic gingerbread house.
And it is edible. Technically, while this may work well and even can look good, don't eat it.
Now, if I was in a gingerbread making competition, like a house making competition, I definitely would use the flex glue.
You just use the...
Yeah, because I mean, you literally cannot tell the difference even though this house is
slightly
destroyed.
shinier, that's all.
Yeah, but like, I still think you could use like some powder or something and like coat it. But that would be what I would use because the house didn't slide at all and it stuck instantly.
Okay. We've got ourselves a platform to build on and a whole lot of gingerbread supplies.
I don't know if we have enough.
Let's start building, and oh dear, Callie, I think we probably do.
Nah.
North Pole Elven Village is complete.
This is the part that they don't show you in all the Santa movies.
Yeah. This is the condominium. This is the apartment complex.
You see where Santa lives, but you don't see where the elves live, and it's here. Elves are very good at building toys, but they're not super great at
architecture.
Keeping your architecture level, but they don't care.
It's okay, it's beautiful anyway.
Yeah.
It is. This is by far the largest gingerbread construction I've ever built. I'm sure other people have built larger ones, but they're not as cool. So we thought the caramel would work the best. How do you feel the caramel worked out?
Caramel was absolutely the best.
Like, it's surprisingly solid. It's not a very wide base. Like, we angled the bottom houses, but for the most part, it's kind of just in a line as a wall, and it does a good job.
I recommend the caramel, absolutely.
Just be careful.
Fantastic.
We just used a hard candy recipe, and we cooked it a little bit higher than the hard crack stage. Just take it off the heat before it starts smoking, and it does a really good job.
Guys, if you have any ideas for us to do with Christmas candy, yeah, we can try the cotton candy machine, but
most of it will not work.
It's not gonna work. So let's think of other things that we can do. Let us know in the comments below.
This is so tinsel.
Now we eat it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's somewhere over there, and we'll see you next time.